opposition, sometimes it's because the person really understands that Ibn Arabi is challenging them, and therefore they oppose it. They don't want to think about things differently. so, yeah, and in fact, let me just tell the story. I remember years ago, I started doing a dars of Ibn Arabi, and my friend from Libya, Fatih, would be with us, and after we read a chapter, and then someone asked, well, what does Ibn Arabi say when he means, what does he mean when he says that? And Fatih said, I have no idea, but I loved it. And then a few years ago, I had the opportunity to talk to this Arab guy studying in India at a completely what we now call neo-Salafi thing. And so I had a chance to talk. I said, okay, you're kind of these neo-Salafis, right? Oh, I'm a Salafi. Okay, good. And can I ask you just a question, without you trying to kill me? Why don't you like Ibn Arabi? And I said, here we've got the Futuhat. Let's go through it. And he would read that. He said, well, that's from the Quran. Okay, yeah, that's from the Quran. That's from the Quran. I don't know why I don't like him, but I hate him. And I think that it means because people do know right away what he's saying, and they either love it or they hate it. But they do understand it.
One thing that I realized when I read Ibn Arabi books, it seems like I have to separate myself from my body.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's like I have to take out my soul and fly.
Right. Oh, yeah. Otherwise, he's saying things that they make no sense, and that's why you can read this and say, I know every word, what it means, but I don't know what he's saying, because the words are saying this, but that's not what he means. He means that.
Yes.
Very much.
That's how I feel.
Yeah.
So, Dr. Eric, actually, my master also, I'm doing a perfect man.
Okay.
My thesis. So, what you say is a call. I also don't know why I have to do Ibn Arabi.
That's it. Yeah.
Me also don't know. Since I'm in master, so my professor said, okay, Salihah, maybe you can write your thesis about perfect man.
Yeah.
So maybe you can open Ibn Arabi and a few terms in Al-Ghazali. I said, okay, I do. So from that time, I learned Ibn Arabi, but I'm not so internalized Ibn Arabi.
Right.
I just want to finish my perfect man.
Right.
But when I submit my PhD, I also submit on perfect man.
Yeah.
Then my supervisor said, why you not do psycho-spiritual therapy according Ibn Arabi?
Okay.
I said, okay, I take the challenge because I think I know Ibn Arabi because I have done it when I master.
Right.
But when going to PhD level, I said, wow, I simply don't know who is Ibn Arabi.
Yeah. And
I to have open a new chapter in my life. So that's why I go in deep. That's why I don't understand. I search a person to talaki this Ibn Arabi, but I not found until I heard about Dr. Haidar Bagir come here.
Yeah.
Then I also search Dr. who make a thesis in Ibn Arabi from ISTAC. Now he in IKIM.
Sani Badr.
Yeah.
Good.
Then I have text him. Then he said he has forgot about Ibn Arabi for 4 years. Then he reluctant me to interview him. So Alhamdulillah.
Okay.
Or you have every person in Malaysia, so I can maybe having a talaki with him.
Right. Well, soon. One thing we're trying to do. Someone from Germany and UK have asked that we come up with sort of a virtual dars that we'll do. He's going to create a website. In Peer Press in New York, they're creating a website for me, and then one of the aspects of that would be probably a place where we study Ibn Arabi together and back and forth. So being on that would be a good way of being able to do that, because one of the two people, one of them is a mathematician, the other she's a gynecologist, so we have medical experience. So everyone will have amazing things to explain to us. So we'll be going into that, inshallah. So I should make sure that we have your email and all that, and get you involved in that. And Haidar Bagir is very interesting. I'm so glad that he's doing all this work in Jakarta, in Indonesia.
Yeah.
So when I went there, the first time I met him, I was giving kind of a speech, and he said, "Do you mind if I sort of translate that for you?" "Please do." And he translated, and then everyone said, "Yeah, I understand." It was great. So it was so good. I mean, Malaysia people, do English pretty good, but in Indonesia, not quite as strong in English, so they were having trouble understanding me. So he translated. It was beautiful, and because he knows exactly what we're talking about here. So
Yes.
it was neat. Really nice.
So can we after this can we WhatsApp better?
Yeah, well, I don't have any smartphone. I have a dumb phone back at home, but I do email all the time, so that's the best way. I mean, I think I'm on. So, and the big thing, I'm really hoping that next month already the website would be ready, and that would show where all the books are available, and then this virtual dars might be a way of saying. So if you say, "Yeah, I'm talking about cognitive therapy of note taking," and I can go say, "I get that paragraph for you," and send that one where Ibn Arabi talks about how he looked at this for khawatir as well as amal.
Yeah. Khawatir is actually a fear, right?
Well, khawatir, there's khatar, and it's something that comes suddenly, but also that it also has the potential dangers involved. But the khawatir also, the things that occur to you, that I call them what are they? How do you word? Inrushes, because they rush into you, and suddenly you don't know where they came from or what they're doing, and we really have to be able to identify where they're coming from and what they mean, and that means that you have to have that distance from them. You have to be able to look at them. You can't be immersed inside them, and that distancing. I mean, sometimes they call it depersonalization, but I think it's to have an overview instead of and with that better to be able to the one who can look over what's happening and see that, and so that's maybe a better way of looking at that in depersonalization. It means that because I have to realize that the anger is not me, so I can look at the anger. So
Khawatir can be obsessive compulsive or panic disorder.
yeah, those are all responses. I mean, I have a feeling that much of that there's a lot of OCD in anyone who has a society which is ritualistic. They'll use the rituals as the OCD, and the danger is now the meaning is gone. They're doing the ritual because it makes them, their brain tells them to do something, and so this is the difference between the taklif that Allah tells us is the one who tells us to do something. Our heart hears it, we do it, versus the brain saying do this, do that, and make sure you've done all this correctly and all that. So there is this repetitive thing. I must do it, and I can't rest until I've done it, or I must do it 2 times or 3 times or whatever, and all of these things come. So it's because the world is falling. We think the world is falling apart around us, and we don't know how to be. So we end up with these behaviors that are great.
That's great. So after this, I also not using this one. Because to focus on more great jobs. So you have a volume 1, books 1.
Yeah. So
the others, is it have been published?
Yeah. So the one until that website is up. Let me see if we can.
All of that is your journey in writing the translation.
Well, that was a presentation I gave in New York at the Dargah in New York. It was really fun.
Yeah, because I look a few geometry inside there.
Yeah, an academic EDU, but these are this is the latest one. That's the Fasl 3, and so Ahwal, and that's the one that's most important for psycho-spiritual and things like that, because that's all about the Ahwal. And so, and then Muamalat here is about like Rida and Khawf, fear.
That's under interactions.
Yeah, interactions is this one.
Rida and.
So all of the for him, see, muamalat we usually think are sort of worldly contracts and things like that, but muamalat are all the interactions between haq and khalq. Mm-hmm. And so those interactions are ones that take place in fear, contentment, satisfaction, feeling of awe. So hibba, I mean, all of these sort of states are psychological states.
Yeah. So what's book is?
So interaction.
can help me in this
So
psycho-spiritual.
well, I think, well, in a sense, you see, when you get to certain areas, I'll send you PDFs.
Yeah, I
parts.
think my thesis is very easy because I have to answer what is the spiritual according in Arabic and what is the human nature according in Arabic, and that's all. Then
Okay.
how we want to implement the concept of in Arabic in a work in psycho-spiritual therapy.
Right.
I think it's easy.
Okay. Yeah. Fairly simple. Yeah.
I think it's easy.
Okay.
But you
Okay.
know, I have sometimes I feel very down, demotivated, and I say I don't want to look at you,
Yeah. Yeah.
but I have to look at you.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's a big challenge. No
Yeah.
doubt about it. Yeah. Well, so I think sometime next month we could, when these things start coming, you could sort of ask, say, can we talk about this subject, and I'll look for things.
Yeah, that's great.
Okay.
Alhamdulillah.